Rick and Rocky. I am Jaw.
Okay.
You don't like that? I'm scared. Hold on.
Better?
I'm
Steve.
I am Steve.
Try and do it as well as he does it. Like genuinely.
I don't have that much charisma. You try it.
I am Steve.
Because he doesn't even do it that loud. Because that's too loud.
Yeah, he does it like he really means it. Like he's going for the Oscar with this one.
Slime cube.
Oh. I love seeing where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You know?
I just kind of like the first bit.
Yeah.
I'm Steve.
Why would you? Has anyone ever like spoken like that?
No. And that doesn't even make it into the movie.
Oh.
It's a different cut in the movie. Part-time.
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 You're a teacher? Part-time.
Try and do good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, but in the cadence of I am Steve.
Okay. No, I've already got this. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Right?
Is Jack Black in the room with me right now, or is this something special?
Skittish! Skittish! Skittish!
Skittish.
Have you ever watched his YouTube channel where he plays Red Dead?
No. Does he do all that?
He's played Red Dead for like 400 hours.
I am John. That's the next video game movie. He's been Bowser. He's been Steve.
He's gonna be Arthur Morgan next.
I got to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just our normal Thursday thing. Thursday afternoon with a couple beers and a couple cheers. Woohoo! A couple of dudes named Steve. Woohoo! Couple of fellers named Steve.
In other news, I've been practicing my Homer impression.
Oh, really?
Do you want to hear what I've got so far?
I'll go first if you want.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah. Oh, what a legendary character.
Yeah. I think... Okay, I'll put my hand up and say it's not that original. But Homer is my favourite. From all of them from The Simpsons.
I am Homer. That's a voice I've like never tried to even...
It's impossible for me.
Really? Oh. You need to go to training.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I just can't place my voice there.
Marge. It's almost like doing like a Beatles cover though, or something.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that legendary. Just.
Oh my god. I just remembered. I guess I don't know if it was before or after. It might have been after. No, it might have been before. The Family Guy Simpsons conjoining. Right.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that, but like before all this, there was like a joke that the Simpsons did poking fun at
when
Family
Quagmire gets Marge.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It's
really bad taste.
It's really gross.
Yeah.
And I saw it for the first time the other day, and I was
you've
like,
never seen it?
I was like, what?
Yeah, because that was in retaliation to like a little throwaway gag.
It was a little tame joke.
Mm-hmm.
And which came, like, did it come after?
It was like a retaliation.
But I mean, did it come after, like, did that whole interaction happen after the
South Park?
No, not the South Park, but the collab. They did like a Simpsons Family Guy episode.
That must have been before.
But why would Simpsons ever do anything with them after they've taken it there? Like,
Because everyone loves Family Guy. Family Guy is unironically more relevant and popular than ever. I've never seen more like shared Family Guy clips than
because
in this era.
the show was TikTok before TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've talked about that.
And
before.
That's like the best way to watch it too, is a completely out of context gag. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it should have been like a skit show to begin with.
Yeah. But what also should have been a skit show is Broadcast Season 2, Episode 6. I'm
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay.
I'm Alex, joined by
I'm Homer. I'm Jem. I'm not Homer, I'm sorry.
Oh. I'm a little bit scared.
Why? You scared of the Jar Media patrons?
Yeah, I'm scared of the patrons. They got me, bro.
How?
They showed me what's what. They showed me what's what. They found it.
Oh, you serious? Dude, I told you, I warned you. You idiot.
I'm the buffalo.
No.
They found it.
So you're done.
Skadoosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so this is damage control.
So this is the apology episode.
Yeah. Can we call this one damage control, the apology episode?
I don't know. We got to kind of now would be a good time to choose the title, I suppose. Are we going for
damage control?
My side of the story?
It's your story, so every side of the story is your.
Wait, what was what did he call his video? Hold on.
No, that's
my response.
No, that's.
We could go with my response. What's some good like apology titles?
The apology.
Well, it's like, how about like Shane Dawson apologies? He's good at doing that. Shane Dawson apology. Taking accountability. That's a good one.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't have to apologize for anything. I never did any of this.
Nah, anyway. This doesn't even matter.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, before we get too deep into the show, let me shout out the patrons over at the Jar Media Patreon. They make the show and the audio version possible. I'm really in a weird mood today. You get that raw, unfiltered MP3 over on Patreon, ad-free, and even for the past few weeks, the video's been edited slightly early, and this isn't a promise for every week, but when it is finished early, I even chuck it up early and put the video up early. It never ends. The gifts that keep on giving.
That reminds me of that meme, my gird.
Nice. Nice pull, brother.
You get their patron names read in the first or second week of each month if you're a Dibby tier or above. So that was attached to the previous episode. I've already seen a couple of patron names who have taken the advice of making their name begin with a series of R's. So I'm very excited for next month's one. J After Hours on Patreon as well. You got Will the Farty, you got Helldivers discussion, you got the Lego Death Sound match game, you got Invincible Season 3, as mid as they say. We got the Elon rant, we got... What did we do last week? We did... we watched... I always want to say how it should have ended, but it's Cinema Sins.
Cinema Sins.
We did... Cinema Sins decided to do a video on their TV side content farm channel on Wallace and Gromit Wrong Trousers. So we checked out that video over there, which is kind of awesome. And I think for this week's one, we're going to do something to do with the Minecraft movie. We've both seen it. We're both hyped on it.
Excitable.
I don't know if it's not going to be an As They Say, is it? It doesn't deserve it.
No, I think just the generalized awesome discussion. GAD.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, baby. So yeah. And last but not least, the Jar Media group chat, an ongoing discussion over there, which I've been staying clear of since the truth was found.
The truth was found.
Right, let's do some housekeeping then. We round off conversations from the previous week or so, or sometimes even longer.
Can I just say, before we get too deep into it, if I sound a bit weird, it's because my teeth are really dry and they're a bit out of shape. Like they're a bit wonky today.
The old DTs.
Yeah.
Think about that one.
The denture teeth.
I have dry teeth.
Zeph the Salamander can get this going then. I come to you with a greeting of Bear and Bear. If you guys happen to visit Cornwall again, I recommend popping a visit over to Polperro. It's right next to Lou, and is a lovely little town with some great views from the clifftop.
How do you say it?
Polperro.
Polperro?
How do you say it?
Polperro.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sorry, everybody. Sorry, you Cornwallians, all 500 of you that can speak the language down there. Great views from the clifftop. The seagulls are just as deadly there too. Also, the Bear episode is nearly 3 years old now. Thoughts?
Wow. It's not old enough.
Time is a flat circle.
Bottomless Spirit... See, I've read this name multiple times. Bottomless...
Do you want me to read it?
Oh, it's Bottomless Pit Rising.
Oh.
Oops. Hello and hullo, fellows. Just wanted to say thank you for reading my extremely dumb suggestions in recent casts. The cast in general brightens up every week, but getting to hear you two laugh at my silly words makes it even better. Love you boys and game on. It's quite sincere. Too sincere.
Yeah, too sincere.
YouTube.
Reel it in, reel it in.
You need to be nastier.
Yes, make us laugh, boy.
Like this one from Old Years Still Me. Have you tried being normal even one bloody time? I did.
Yeah, once.
Worst 5 minutes of my life. Oh, do I even want to bring this one up?
Yeah.
We had a brief... You want it? Well, Jim wants it, so if you don't like it, then you can blame Jim. Oven Hut says, while I have lots of takes on AI, most of them negative, I feel the biggest problem with AI is its use in the academic field. I left school right before ChatGPT came out, but my younger siblings are currently in college, and I was not the pillar of academic integrity when I was in school, but from what I understand, ChatGPT is being used throughout the entire academic field, at the college level at least. These students are coasting through college they paid for, and graduating without even learning anything. And it's not like AI is just being used for generic college classes like math or science, but also for students' majors. Both my siblings are majoring in finance, are graduating next spring, and cannot do nearly any of their work without plugging it into AI. I don't want to sound like a stick in the mud or a prude, but the idea that we have financial advisors, doctors, teachers, lawyers, etc., who've never really retained any knowledge or read or wrote any of the academic papers feels like we're setting up for a future where society as a whole just collapses in on itself. Maybe I'm being hyperbolic, and maybe I'm just, to use a Trump term, a panicking. But this precedent we're setting where anyone can become a high-skilled professional despite the avenues to get there being purposefully difficult to make sure only the best and most passionate / dedicated are promoted to their profession is pretty terrifying.
I don't think using finance as like the bar for being a finance man or woman isn't the same as being a doctor man or woman, you know?
Yeah, sure. To go into finance, don't you just need like a bag of cocaine?
Yeah. Well, to get into finance, you just need better than a bag of cocaine is just being born into the right family. like you need zero brain for that, you know? But also like someone who gets or is studying a doctorate, you know, in like medicine, when they get to the point of being a junior doctor, they have to actually do it. And it's not like they get the qualification. It's like, right, go be it. Maybe it is in America because
Right.
America, like some doctors just exist in America to prescribe nice drugs.
I do general studies.
I prescribe Adderall. You know, like there are doctors just for that, and you don't really need a qualification for that. You don't need a good, you know. But the people who are becoming like actual surgeons and stuff, they're not just going to be thrust into like an operating room. Like, go on, crack on. You've done the studies.
They just take pictures and then like ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I cut first?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea if you cut here.
And I mean, I'm sure it won't be that long until we have robots doing all that stuff.
I don't know. Maybe I'd trust the robots more.
Yeah,
I've
genuinely.
got trust issues.
And
with
apart from
humans.
Hitman.
In
In Hitman, there's the robot surgeon that you can hack. And
That's
then it
awesome.
then it stabs the guy, and yeah.
Because this might be controversial actually. I'm not a fan of humans driving cars.
Okay.
I feel like
What, you
every
think-
time I get into my car, I'm like,
You
could just be
think,
killed, like just straight up.
It should be like a great ape. It should be the orangutan.
I would trust an orangutan more than the average person I see driving around.
Okay.
I was driving around a roundabout because I'd gone the wrong way or something. So I was coming back round on myself. And this huge industrial vehicle that was coming just like didn't stop. So I had to stop on the roundabout and it just went past. And it was like, if I didn't stop, then I would have been killed.
Yeah.
and it probably was a great ape behind that wheel. But Nuddle Arms says, affect starts with the letter A for action. Effect starts with the letter E for everything else. That might be the best description I've seen for it.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I don't know.
It's all action.
Everything's action when you look at it with a certain motion. Sun Praising Man says, I'm one of the few jarlings that actually loves the Trip episodes. It's always bring in a new topic and wacky stories to tell, and it's always nice to hear the lads having a good time. It's also nice change of pace to hear Jamie praise Cornwall in the UK. It's easy to dog on your own country, arf arf, woof woof, but appreciating it despite its many flaws is another thing, because the UK really is beautiful at places, so would yous ever plan a trip to Scotland as well? IMO, it really is the better half of the UK. I've been boggled.
Scotland.
Yeah, wait, let me guess, you hate the Scottish as well. You're racist to Scotland.
They're not a race. I would love to go to Scotland.
I'm actually really hyped to go to Scotland.
Yeah, it's like the most beautiful place on the earth. It's genuinely.
Yeah, straight up.
Name a country.
Pass.
Okay. Moving on.
Deconstruction 8163 says, yes, a talking dog would be considered neurodivergent when compared to other dogs.
Yeah, I guess.
And
Is that something? Was that like an ongoing conversation, or?
I'm pretty sure we're talking about Scooby-Doo. If Scooby-Doo
Oh,
would be
okay.
considered
Is Scooby-Doo
neurodivergent.
neurodivergent? Right. Yeah. Okay.
Foctor Dill says, Alex, let's run away together, but not in a gay way.
Why?
Let's run away as friends. I want to run away as friends.
Do you think Einstein was neurodivergent?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's like smart.
Then why was he able to have a nice chat by the lake?
That was artistic license. He wasn't able to actually have any chats. You know,
He was too locked in.
he was too locked in.
My teeth are all wrong in my mouth.
Bit too dry.
Not just dry, just wrongly shaped.
Are they getting crispy?
No.
See, they look wet from here. Kershaw A says, as a Cornish maid, having the Jar Boys
What?
visit...
A Cornish maid? What?
Yeah, I guess I didn't question what they meant by that. Visit Kernow feels like Jesus has visited.
Colonel?
Mayor Rass.
KFC.
Edit. For those curious about the Dobby thing, in the books, Dobby is meant to die in a fictional Cornish area, hence the connection. However, the scene in the movie was shot in Wales. If any of the Jarlings are planning on visiting, look out for Truro Jewelry Shop with the Niffler in the window.
The Niffler.
Is that a slur? Can we say that?
We can.
Oh, all right. Cool. User 68562-D said, seriously, what's the name of that thing? I'm obsessed. Most people call me Alex. Rory166 says, Alex, don't put your laptop on your lap like that. It's not good for you. Rye?
Only on your balls.
No, I purposefully put it on my balls to try and make my sterile. You know?
A free, what do they call it?
Funny.
A V-sync.
I have testicular problems.
Not funny, that's really upsetting to some people. Beep it.
I am sterile.
Not funny. Really upsetting to the guy from Up. Ruined his life.
I think Up is overrated.
Oh. Nah, to come up with that.
Okay. Nah, you're winning me over, actually.
Uh-huh.
I like the bird.
Yeah, I like the
And
dog.
It does have a golden in it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Doug. The neurodivergent dog. Doug the neurodivergent dog.
He can say R's, though.
He can say what?
R's.
The R word?
Well, he probably could say it.
Oh, right. R's, not like Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I guess Scooby-Doo's more neurodivergent. Because he's
Let
got
us
one
know
of
in the
them
comments,
speech
is Doug
impediments.
from Up or Scooby-Doo a more neurodivergent dog? But in the meanwhile, Citrus Knack says, this thumbnail low-key slaps like it's an album cover. If you were guys to make unironic music, what genre would it be? It'd probably be like
Ice Spice type music.
post-ironic, like Ice Spice type beats.
Yeah. As in, like, low effort, just shit.
It's mostly about the booty.
Yeah. And then you take Ozempic and nobody likes you anymore because you got no booty.
And then you get your booty back and everyone loves you again.
Yeah. Then it's like the return.
I am Ice Spice. Yeah, I agree. And seeing as it's come up a few times, Mr. Blue Pumpkin is vincing it, says, also thoughts on the trend of people going apeshit about the Minecraft movie. I went to a viewing on opening day and it was funny there, since we only clapped and cheered, but seeing viewings where people are trashing cinemas by throwing popcorn all over the venue, with one video showing off a puke puddle on the floor, really makes it unfunny and terrible.
That makes it pretty funny and awesome.
That's funnier than like bringing an actual chicken or like letting off fireworks, which is it's become this like escalation game.
Yeah, it's the arms race. It's the
Who can be the
Minecraft
most
missile
obnoxious?
crisis.
Who can ruin the minimum wage worker who has to clean it up? Stay.
The most, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Please do.
I think these people are making minimum wage cinema jobs more competitive, thus pushing the minimum wage up.
I demand a higher minimum wage.
Do you get what I'm saying there?
Not really.
More
You're
competition, more competition
Breeds.
breeds success.
Absolutely breeds it.
Yeah,
Breeds it like Elon's children all across the earth.
yeah.
All different pop stars and people of it.
Who's your favourite Elon Musk child?
Whichever one despises him the most. Who's your favourite Elon baby mama? Obviously rhymes.
No, no. The one who wrote... Oh, God.
No, I liked her tweet about orangutans the other day.
No, I was going to do like an irony joke, but then I remembered that's silly.
Why? Because when you irony enough, then it just becomes a thing you're ironing.
Yeah. And one person might go, huh, yeah, based.
There's always one of those, though.
Yeah.
There's always one.
Yeah. But that's why you're not allowed anymore. You're only allowed to say what you mean.
You're only allowed to be sincere. I am sincere.
Jack Black isn't sincere.
What is he? He is when he's being Poe the Panda.
I'm Poe. That's not Jack Black.
That was young Poe voice. That was Aquafina.
I like Jack Black in The Holiday.
On your holiday.
My favourite Jack Black movie is The Holiday.
What the The Holiday?
Oh. Are you joking?
The Holiday.
You're a shit. You don't know shit about film.
I've seen this.
Yeah. It's the best Jack Black film.
He's got a cheeky little Minecraft Steve smile.
Yeah, he's a young Minecraft Steve. This is before he got into mines.
I'm on the holiday. He's in some crazy stuff, bro. I wish it was like law that Jack Black had to be in every single video game adaptation. I wish he was Joel in The Last of Us. I wish he was Ellie in The Last of Us.
I wish he was David in The Last of Us.
Tasteful Jack Black cameo.
Yeah.
I'm a predator. Yeah, bro. The only real topic I kind of had to delve into is actually like... it just doesn't like match the energy at all. But what, should I still do it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Okay. Have you ever seen the show The White Lotus? I know you haven't. Why'd I even ask you?
You're like setting
No,
it up.
Jim has not seen The White Lotus.
I haven't seen The White Lotus.
How
How do you know I haven't seen it?
I just know you haven't. Have you?
Why do you think I haven't?
Just be earnest for 1 fucking second. Have you
Be
seen
earnest. You can't ask someone to be earnest.
Be earnest, will you? Just for 1 minute, please. Please be earnest. Have you seen The White Lotus?
Maybe.
Speaking of the Minecraft movie, Jennifer Coolidge is in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what The White Lotus is.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
Except it really matters for the topic I'm bringing up.
Well, yeah.
Not that you've seen it or not. I was more...
What the fuck are you saying? Not that I've seen it or not. What do you mean?
Look.
Wait.
Okay.
Do you have any dental floss? Do you actually?
Uh-huh.
Because I think I've got a bit.
What is it there?
In my
A
tooth.
bean?
No, like it might be a bit of bean. Stuck in my tooth.
Is that why it's so dry?
It could be. But also, like, it's like pushing my teeth apart. It's like I can't fucking focus. It's actually driving me nuts.
If you go into the bathroom around the corner,
Yeah.
next to the sink should be a little white baggie full of my favorites. Yeah. I'm filling time. A little white baggie full of my favorites. I'm doing my best to fill time. Yeah, if you're standing looking at the sink, on your left, in that little thing with the layers, there should be a little white baggie full of those. Yeah, the floss harps. Yeah. I'm using one of the 32 floss harps. I need you to come back. I'm running out of things to say. I need to have a sip of this. I'm still not sick of doing it. I think I'm going to do it for the whole episode. Is that working? Fat chunk of bean. You got more? I'm angry at Jamie. And not for the flossing. Now, when you come back, you have to floss. Minecraft style. Yes! Brother, why are you putting cans in the bin? Cans go in recycling, don't you know?
Are you trying to be Garrus?
Did I sound like Garrus?
A little bit.
Garrus.
Garrus Vegarian.
Has that helped? I'm getting scared. Why is it so funny to just say that you're getting scared?
Is it? Is it that funny?
I find it pretty luck boy.
I find it insulting.
Yeah. Get that bean. Flick the bean out of your mouth. Got stucky. Yeah, I do put a bit of super glue on every single one of those, just for added challenge.
Well, it's definitely better. Sorry for that hiatus.
Apologise.
I just did.
But be more sincerer. Be like Jack Black apologising.
I'm sorry.
What are we talking about?
Black Lotus.
Oh, yeah. Do you know who Mike White is? He's best friends with Jack Black, weirdly. Mike White and Jack Black.
Mike White. Is he the other half of Thingy?
No.
Tenacious G?
No, you might know him from... You've seen School of Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wrote School of Rock, and I think he's in the film. This dude. Kind of looks like me when put 20 years on me.
Yeah.
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 He writes this show called The White Lotus, which Walton Goggins is in season 3. I haven't seen him any of season 3, but this article has been going around, a quote of him, because it's had sort of a controversial reaction of sorts. And I thought his defense of it was interesting and could spark a little idea, perhaps, on the The idea of audiences absorbing stories and when criticism is too far or
Right.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Did you know that in Gorillaz' album Humans, the Aussie voice in it, do you know who that is?
No.
It's the guy from Rogue One and Bloodline. The Aussie dude.
Rogue One.
Yeah, Krennic.
Who's he in Oh, shit. What?
Yeah, he's the voice on Humans.
Well, the elevator going up guy.
Yeah. Elevator going up.
You're pissing me
I'm
off.
serious.
You're taking a piss all over the shop.
No, I'm serious, mate.
What the fuck? Okay, weird pivot, but wow.
Yeah, I don't know where or why I said that, but
That's crazy.
That's got nothing to do with the Mike White thing.
Yeah, going back to Mike White.
Yeah. So this Variety article is where I'm plucking this from. The White Lotus creator Mike White has responded to Season 3 viewers complaining about the show's pacing. Some fans have criticised the latest season for being too slow and boring across its 8 episodes, the show's longest run yet. The season finale was a supersized 87 minutes long. The pacing and the vibe, it definitely gets under their skin, White said about his critics on the official White Lotus podcast. There was complaining about how there's no plot. That part I find weird. It never did. Part of me is just like, bro, this is the vibe. I'm world building. If you don't want to go to bed with me, then get out of my bed. I'm edging you. Enjoy the edging. If you don't want to be edged, then get out of my bed. Do you know what I mean? Don't be a bossy bottom. Get the fuck out of my bed. Don't come home with me. Don't get naked in my bed. Get the fuck out of my bed. Obviously something is going to happen.
Yeah. What? He said this on a podcast for his own show.
Yeah.
The writer of the show.
I read this earlier, but I guess it didn't really click. In reading it out loud, I was kind of like, that's it. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you agree?
No. I feel like
Have you you've watched 2 seasons?
I've seen
of the
season
show?
1 and 2, which I thought were excellent.
Oh right. So it does have a story?
It's quite loose, and it's more about like characters, and it does have like a strong, I guess, atmosphere.
Right.
It's just about like kind of rich people on holiday,
Oh.
but like with loads of character actors, and they're like quite out of touch, and it's funny and quirky and weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, you're playing like a dangerous game, I feel, when you're angry at how people are interpreting it. But this is where I was kind of interested by where this takes my mind. Like that balance of, hey, I'm making this thing for me. But then if an audience rejects it, like, you didn't see like David Lynch like saying, yeah, you shouldn't or should feel this thing about my thing.
Does David Lynch strike you as someone who made his stuff more for him?
Kind of. Like an auteur, like it was very much like, this is me.
Yeah. It's
Unless
like
well, even like his Dune was like, it's very much like a Lynch thing. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. I think it does have to be like a middle ground, right? Like it can't be
Like how?
just for the artist.
Why not?
I mean, it can be.
But then
But
if
then
you do
it's-
that, how can you be upset
Yeah.
by a response to it
Yeah,
if people-
and I feel like the art is less effective. You know, you're not reaching as many people.
Yeah, this goes into that idea of the death of the author. The death of the author is a literary theory that argues that the meaning of a text is not determined by the author's intention, but rather by the reader's interpretation.
I heard an argument for this, and I think it was in a video game,
in a video game or in a video about a video game?
No, in a video game. And I can't remember what video game it was.
Something a bit philosophical.
Well, no, it was like two characters having a conversation in the background of a video game.
Oh, what would that be?
I have no idea. But the argument was, if art is like a statement, right, then the person saying the statement is equally as important as the statement.
The person saying the statement is equally as important as the statement.
Yeah, the example they used, or the character used in this video game, was someone saying, I love you. Right?
Mm.
So, like, your mum saying, I love you, is very different to, like, someone you don't know saying, I love you. Like, they mean two very different things. Like, the same statement coming from different people gives very different reactions.
So Elon Musk on stage going, I love you.
Yeah, very different to your mother tucking you in at night saying,
I love you.
Yeah. Right?
That's how our mummy would tuck us in.
And I think there's truth in that.
In the death of the author.
No, the opposite. I think who's saying it is very important. It's like when I hear Kanye saying drunken hot girls,
Right.
I don't vibe with it. You know?
No. But then I feel like, because I've even noticed this before, like just in my little myopic experience of making videos and stuff, and in a comment that might even become a top comment, might be an observation someone made about my video where it was like, oh, this observation or this thing you said here, like that was a double meaning or something. And it's like, yeah. You know? But like sometimes you can accidentally stumble across something that you didn't actually intend, but then an audience can find meaning even though it wasn't intended, but surely that gives it some kind of artistic value even if it wasn't intended. If they've found that meaningful.
Well, yeah, because that's like the third person in. There's like statement, and the thing making the statement, and the thing interpreting the statement, and it's like an equation, you know. And
I'm trying to think of an example of like a movie or a game or book or something that has been like wildly misinterpreted, or I don't know, something like that, where the commentary around the actual thing goes against the intention of the artist or something like this. The only thing that's like popping into my mind is the conversation that's always raging on Twitter for some reason, specifically my algorithm around Starship Troopers.
right.
Where it's like quite heated and people are like really passionate on one side or the other.
What are the sides? Like, it's pretty cut and dry to me. But
that means you're on a certain side, but there is another group of people that are like, that of course the satire doesn't work because you made all the characters hot young people who are killing bugs, genocidal bugs, and it's only human to take their side, type thing.
Right, yeah. I can see that argument.
Because there are plenty of people that like watch RoboCop and just find it cool and just don't even care about the like state commentary or anything.
Yeah. Which I think works in its favor. I think that can be like part of the statement. Like,
yeah, it's what's interesting about satire, at least.
Yeah, but something I saw today, and I was like dumbfounded, was going off of Starship Troopers. A comment someone had written underneath a Helldivers video, which was like, I can't believe people are trying to politicize Helldivers. It's like,
No, I saw that.
are we playing the same game?
Yeah. I saw something like that in lines of like, it was someone opining about Metal Gear Solid 2, and their comment on it was like, back when games weren't needlessly political.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Like
you are just enjoying this in a completely different way than a lot.
Yeah, but also it's totally misunderstanding what politics is. Like, politics can't not be in art. Like, I truly believe that.
I think I agree.
There's no story that doesn't have some sort of political undertone. Like, none.
Because like the conditions of the time period that something is made, whether you like it or not, is going to be affected by whatever the political climate is.
Well, yeah,
even
and
if you're not really consciously writing it into something.
Yeah. It's either going to be reinforcing the status quo or, like, knocking against it. You know? Like, just by actively not being anti-status quo, you are pro-status quo. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to like art v artist, I feel like it's not just those two things at play. It is that equation of like art, artist, and like the observer. You know, and you change any one of those and the whole thing changes.
Yeah.
You know, and the art is the thing in the middle. Because that's where you get like people, and I'm sure this has happened and I can't think of any examples, but like artist makes a thing gets interpreted, and then artist hates the thing because of how his thing was interpreted or her thing was interpreted. It's like from what I understand, Attack on Titan like went in a very strange political direction towards the end.
I only read oh god, am I going to get that one dude who's obsessed whenever I talk about Attack on Titan come out of the woodwork again.
Is this a thing?
Yeah. Because he's really upset that I like Invincible but had issues with Attack on Titan, I guess. But with the caveat being, when I read Attack on Titan, it was before it had been officially translated. So it was a more like janky version based off the Japanese manga, just fans translating it, I guess.
But from what I've heard, and I've watched some pretty extensive videos on the topic, but the direction that the end of Attack on Titan goes is very like either you interpret it as like anti kind of incel-y fascist like extreme, or
dance around it too, don't actually spoil what
happens. I can't, I've not read it fully myself, so I can't really spoil anything, but either it's like anti incel-y fascism or like badass incel-y, like Sigma, I'm a Sigma male fascist like type shit.
Right. Yeah, well it's the boys thing, it's the American Psycho thing, right? Where like sometimes the commentary can go over some's head and then you can wind up.
Yeah. But there's certain examples where like I watched what's his fucking name? The stockbroker guy. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, that's another one.
I watched that film like a year ago.
What did you think? Had you seen it before?
I hate that film.
Really?
I fucking hate that film.
I've only seen it
I
once,
think-
so I remember enjoying it. Do you think it doesn't work as a satire then?
No. Like,
But do you
it's,
think like Goodfellas and
I can't speak to that. I watched that when I was like 16. I haven't seen it since. But yeah, I kind of fucking hated The Wolf of Wall Street because like
why?
it never.
You think it didn't do a good enough job of?
It's like too funny.
It's too likable.
Yeah, and it.
Why is that inherently bad though? You think it glorifies it?
Yes.
But is depicting something inherently endorsing it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't like. It doesn't make anything look bad. You know, like you could say, when he's like crawling on the ground because he's OD'd on some shit and he's like, making the phone call, like
that's like a comedic scene from memory.
Yeah,
like it's
played for laughs. Like the stakes are so low, it just doesn't like hit home. It's also juvenile. And like none of it really mattered. Like look at look at this crazy shit this guy did. Isn't this wild? He was like throwing dwarves at a board. Like isn't this crazy? Yeah. Like it's just for entertainment purposes. This is a true story. Can you believe it? You know, does
he not like wind up in jail?
Briefly for like 3 seconds in the movie, he's under like house arrest for a bit.
'Cause that's one thing about a lot of Scorsese's other movies is that often in the third act is when it kind of falls apart for the characters in the crime thing or doing something unsustainable.
It just didn't. It didn't feel like that was the point of the movie to me, and it ends with him like doing a seminar, and like the real guy is in the movie at the end. He like introduces. Yeah. Himself, and it's like, well, he's in the film. Is it like an endorsement? And then also, part of the reason I hate this film is because I then found out about his TikTok, and he's like living life large, and like he
to this day.
Yeah, and it's like Jesus Christ. So
that kind of like what the film is saying, though, almost.
It doesn't feel that way. Why is he in the movie?
It's like about excess, right?
Yeah.
It's an excessive 3-hour-long film about excess. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, though. I don't think you're alone in having that kind of opinion. I would need to rewatch it. It's literally been over 10 years since I've seen it, so...
Yeah, it didn't, like...
Especially, I guess now... That was a long time ago. That was before the like Manosphere stuff online and the
and now it's being reused in that.
They use the clips or whatever of McConaughey and stuff. But that's interesting actually.
But I don't know if I think it is a problem with the art itself.
But then like how do you what's the difference between that and an American Psycho then? Which lots of people do the exact same thing for.
American Psycho is absurd. American Psycho has the guy running around with like a chainsaw chopping up women. Like nobody sees that and thinks it's good.
They do though. They really romanticize that character and they think he's cool.
They romanticize
in the same way they do Jordan Belfort.
No, because they see him with like a 6-pack and he's doing yoga with the skincare routine. Like that part they romanticize. I don't think they're romanticizing him chopping up women. And, and that is like an unavoidable part of the film. You know?
Yeah.
And it ends with him like crying on the phone and he's like pathetic. And it's not really played for laughs and he's not even recognized as doing this stuff.
It's kind of played for laughs. I think it's one of the funniest films, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it's
with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Yeah, no, I mean that shit is funny. I mean at the end, like when everything's gone kaput and he's like on the phone, he's like a paranoid mess.
Right.
And he's like on the phone. He's called the cops or something, or he's called someone at the office. And they're like, "What are you talking about? This you didn't do any of this." Blah blah blah. I think it works more and it's not based in any sort of reality.
Yeah.
Whereas The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, that's a tough one actually, because it's still like a Scorsese movie with those performances, with that direction. It's like a well-made film.
The performances pissed me off as well, though.
Really?
Yeah. I found it, like, obnoxious.
Like too... Yeah.
Yeah, and all these characters, like... They're very clearly riffing. They're like
ad-libbing.
Yeah, and they're doing, like, bits, and... It's not... I didn't find it very funny. I found it very, like, 2016.
Right, yeah. Well, maybe it rings that way. I can't really clap back with any strong opinions because I just haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, but this is an example of, like, if the artist intended this to be a criticism of this type of lifestyle, it didn't really work, because what you got is a bunch of people wishing they were in his place. And also when they're showing off this character to have like he gets the what's her face,
Margot Robbie.
He gets Margot Robbie. He's having like a great time on all these drugs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the yacht with like the perfect blue ocean. Yeah,
I'm finding things like this Hollywood Reporter article. It's a film that has its detractors that consider it an excessive, overly vulgar frat boy fantasy that seems to downright celebrate its amoral Wall Street stockbroker protagonist Jordan Belfort. That seems to be more where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to just show it for people to know that it's bad. You know? Like, I could look at the things happening in the movie and think it's, like, disgusting. I don't know if a bunch of my perspective on the movie comes from the fact that I'd seen loads of it in, like, YouTube shorts with...
Yeah, that is a really interesting perspective.
Yeah. But again, it goes to show, like...
Because that's also where I've mostly seen the kind of imagery revisited or clips of it is through... that sort of thing, like on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. Movies shouldn't provide moral instruction, but the best incorporate competing philosophies. Sorry, the mic was blocking it. And without a moral center, Wolf seems to revel in this cornucopia of bad behavior and a veritable orgy of immorality, each scene making the same point only more and more outrageously. The action ended with Scorsese's usual manic exuberance, but to oh so monotonous effect. Did you find it dull?
I found it obnoxious for sure.
Were you bored though?
Just more like grossed out. Like, if we're supposed to look at Jordan Belfort having like a dwarf. A little person and like throwing them at a target, and that's like absurd and so wrong, but if he was doing that for entertainment and they're just depicting that for our entertainment, like what's the difference? Like he did it,
it's glorified
in that context so that we can be entertained by it on a mass scale. I think that like that is endorsing it, in my view.
Do you also find it interesting that it's his most successful film financially?
Is it really?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Because recently his films have kind of been bombing too.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Even with his cinema meme?
Yeah, because people don't actually care. Like, people didn't go out to see Flower Moon.
Yeah, he needs to direct a Marvel movie. Goodfellas will return in Avengers.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe be curious to know what Jarlings out there think.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
I think that's a legitimate.
Yeah,
opinion
no, I'm holding fast on that one.
Okay, well, let us know what you think on The Wolf of Wall Street, or this whole idea of the death of the artist, or
yeah,
is depicting endorsement and this kind of stuff. So I find that interesting as well.
Yeah, but I don't think depicting is endorsement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the movie was from the angle of the... I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the little person in this scenario loved it. Maybe they did. But if they didn't, maybe if the depiction of the story was, like, from their perspective, it was like...
Right.
That might be of more value. You know, someone... Like a victim of this scenario. That might give more insight into the downsides of this sort of behavior than the guy who reaped all the benefits and then gets like a huge TikTok from it. I don't know. I'm just some schmuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it interesting how certain like characters or things get latched onto like that. Like I feel like Punisher, speaking of superhero stuff, is one of those characters.
Yeah. Because that actor is in...
Oh yeah, he is in Wolf of Wall Street. And like, what does that mean?
Yeah, because that's a character that's often adopted by...
If he's on like the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah,
with a
military as well.
Next to it,
like military groups are often like obsessed with
the Punisher,
the skull like imagery.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange.
He's also like, he is cool in Daredevil. He's like a fun character.
He's awesome. He's really good. That whole sequence in the show when he's like chained up Daredevil and they're having a moral like fight. I love that shit. Yeah, I want to see like Batman having that conversation with the Red Hood or something. Like that would be sick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he definitely needs to be emphasized as an anti-hero when depicted. Like he's not a hero.
Like he's fun to watch, but his methods are questionable type thing.
Yeah, like I think you shouldn't feel good about, like, when he wins at the end of the day, it should be like, ooh,
right?
At what cost type thing. He's a genocidal maniac.
I'm morally dubious.
Yeah, I don't know how that turned into a Wolf of Wall Street conversation.
No, it like that was, you know. It makes sense when you track it back.
We, poo. There's always we when there's poo, but there's not always poo when there's we. That's my point. You hope, anyway.
That's deep.
Yeah, you fucking hope. You best believe, you best dream that that's the case. The last time I shit myself, I was peeing and poop came. I was a fully grown man, and I was like, I don't poop myself anymore. I'm just gonna piss.
I'm a big boy now. I don't poop myself.
Yeah, and then I piss. I let rip, and then backsplash. You know.
We'll see you after these messages.
Jar Media shirts now, or I'm gonna hurt you. Description below.
Make it 2.
Was that your Scooby-Doo impression?
That's my new character.
Spanky poo. Pooey poo.
What was that line? Always do a wee when you're doing a poo, but never do a poo when you're doing a wee.
Yeah. That's my
deep.
belief. That would be my 2 commandments in my Bible. My Bible only has 2 commandments. Oh, God.
Fix it. Fix it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus. That's the spanny to my ommy.
I've done a bit of a spanny-ommy over here.
That puts a spanny in my ommy. Welcome to the second half of the cast, where we head over to the suggestion thread over on the Jar Media subreddit, just like you can do. Anytime, any place.
I hated that.
Why?
Just like you can do.
Just like you can do.
Do you remember can do?
You can piss and poo with can do.
You can shit and piss.
You can diarrhea build with can do. If you got this far into the episode, comment Every time I sneeze, a droplet of wee comes out. Right, we got some questions to answer, my friends. Some questions to answer indeed.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Is urea in urine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Plain Jane 223 can start us off here. Jim, who's your favourite Doctor Who Doctor?
Christopher Eccleston.
Wrong. What's your actual answer?
I said my fucking answer.
No, it's Matt Smith.
I hate Matt Smith. His
Why?
forehead too big. He too Neanderthal. No, that was horrible. Beep all of that. That was
Beer
fucking
everywhere.
really nasty.
I did a little splash.
I like him. He's fine.
Matt Smith?
That's when I stopped watching though.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not my doctor.
You're not Scottish enough.
I'm not even a David I'm a Christopher Eccleston fuck.
No.
Why do you say that? Have I got his name wrong?
No.
You know who I mean?
Yes.
I'm a fucking doctor.
I mean, yeah.
He was the best one.
No.
Why? Why do you keep saying this? Why can't I have this?
Nuh-uh.
Why?
Really?
What's wrong with him? No, tell me, genuinely. I'm getting furious. I'm getting amped up. Who's your favourite doctor, Alex?
The Slitheen.
That's not a doctor.
Doctor Who doctors.
Christopher Eccleston introduced the Slitheen. The first.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
You don't like the Slitheen. You don't like. I thought you loved the Slitheen. They were scary. Do you remember the Are you my mommy? Are you my mommy? Are you my mommy?
The World War II one.
Yeah, scary.
Are you my mother? No, I'm not. I'm fucking not. I'm fucking not. I'm the fucking doctor.
My favourite is Peter Capaldi.
You've never seen him.
Yes, I have.
He's great. I love Peter Capaldi, but you've never seen him as a doctor.
Yes, I have.
No, you fucking not. You fucking.
Enormous is erratic says, would you rather receive a file containing 4K quality images of every extinct animal that has existed on Earth, or a single 4K image of the nearest alien to us right now? For it to count, the alien creature must be at least the size of a chipmunk to eliminate what would presumably be clusters of alien cells or alien crickets. Even though an alien cricket might be cool.
Alien crickets could be awesome, yeah.
That's actually really difficult.
Yeah,
That's an extremely
well, it's
good
a gamble because, like, what if there aren't any aliens at the moment?
Come on.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
What? What do you know? What do you know that you're not telling?
I feel like I have to go with every extinct animal. I have to.
Yeah, valid. Definitely valid. And I'm tempted to.
Really? That surprises me more. I thought you'd go straight to alien, honestly.
No, because I don't know that there are aliens.
But, like, even that would be a satisfying answer, though, right?
Also fucking terrifying. I'd prefer to not know.
You'd be more scared if you didn't get anything. If there was no alien.
Yes.
Really?
Well, 'cause if I get some alien fucking chipmunk, then I'm like...
What if you get, like, you choose the alien and it's just Jack Black, and you're like...
yeah. I am alien.
There's just so, like, that would change so much.
What, Jack Black being an alien?
No, the other one. My answer. Where, like, about just the past.
Yeah, every single thing. There'd be so many. You wouldn't, in your whole lifetime, you wouldn't be able to look through them all.
Well, let's be reasonable about this.
Do you know how many things have lived?
Yeah.
A lot of things.
How many things have lived? Oh, I put lives. Have lived. It's impossible to know.
See?
Around 10 million to 14 million species are currently alive.
Yeah, and that's like 1% of all species that have
More than
ever existed.
99% of all species that has ever lived are estimated to be extinct.
More than 99%. So there's less... The tens of millions of species alive right now are less than 1% of all things that have lived ever.
That's wild. That solidifies it.
That's what I'm saying.
But then one alien.
One alien. Yeah, that might not even exist.
Yeah, what if you get the feedback and it's Christopher Eccleston?
What?
You get it back and it's a Slitheen.
Huh?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's Bernie Sanders.
What do you mean by that?
Let's not get political.
He's come to save us.
Read this in a bad accent. Says, hello, bros.
Hello.
Have you guys ever done a drama class / school play? I just feel in an alternate timeline you'd be great. Improvised theatre cringers. Do you have any opinions
I can't... No.
on improvised comedy / local live theatre and the like? Challenge. Do a scene. Yes, and.
No. Improv's fucking stupid.
That's what someone who is really good at improv would say.
Yeah.
What's
and
the deal with the funniest things?
No, why won't you do yes and with me?
I hate improv.
No, it's funny.
I don't like it.
What about just
I
local
respect...
live theatre? You went to a comedy club recently.
Yeah, that's not live theatre.
I know.
Also, I was in a constant anxiety attack because I was terrified that I'd accidentally found myself in the mothership.
What?
Some Joe Rogan's comedy club, and
Oh, is that what it's called?
yeah, the mother. Cause he had a whole alien thing. And he's got like a monopoly on comedy. No, I can't do like improv for the fucking life of me.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a great actor. Like,
Shazah!
yeah, let's do a scene from Shazam 2. Hello, I'm Shazam 2.
And I'm Shazam 2's brother.
Shazam!
No, can we actually try it?
Okay.
Yes, and.
What's the concept?
I
what's the-
screenshot. This is a classic improv game that teaches the value of accepting each other's ideas and cooperating with one another.
Okay.
The game may be played in pairs on stage or with the whole group in a circle.
Okay.
First, demonstrate this yourself by making a simple statement. Tell students that you're going to make up a conversation between two people in which every sentence, except the first one, starts with the words yes and. Additionally, every new statement should become more exaggerated, furthering the scene. The example is, the river is full of fish. Yes, and one of them is enormous. Yes, and he's swimming towards us. Yes, and he looks hungry. Yes, and we are trapped in this boat. Yes, and he looks like a whale, then a fish. More like a whale than a fish, sorry.
I'm kind of dumb.
Yeah, and you're kind of even dumber.
Yeah, and I'm also kind of a genius in different ways.
Is that R1?
Well, you stopped it. That was my... You'd have an opening statement then.
Okay. Always piss when you shit.
Yes, and I... I'm Steve.
Okay.
We're kind of good at this game.
Yeah.
Sonic is my... I love Sonic.
Yes, and I love Shadow.
Yes, and you barely even needed to say that because that's basically implied.
Yes, well, some may prefer Tails a bit more.
Yes, and Sega all round just make iconic, memorable characters.
Yes, and me love Monkey Ball 3.
Yes, but let's go back to Sonic because I love Sonic so much.
Yes, no, me more Monkey Ball.
Yes, and I'm
Sonic.
That's a good game.
That was a good game. Maybe we should start every single one. Every single broadcast with yes and.
Yes, and my diaper is full.
Do you know how to know someone's a certified bit of a twat?
How?
If they've done improv classes.
No, that's how you know they're certified hilarious.
Oh. Yeah. I might have yes and got that wrong.
Yes, and I'm also got a legalized in comedy.
Do you remember, you might not have ever seen these, but the ads for games where it's like, if you can beat level 6, then you are legally skilled.
Yes, and I'm legally skilled.
Yeah. I just love that.
Oh my god.
What? What's wrong?
Yes, and I'm scared.
Yes, and I'm frightened.
Yes, and I'm even more frightened than you.
Yes, and I'm more frightened than I am you.
Yes, and this is getting too philosophical for me.
Yes, and it's not philosophical enough.
Yes, and by the way, don't keep this going for too long because my diaper's pretty full.
Why are you doing like a Jedi magic hand? This isn't the full diaper you're looking for. What's cringier, diaper or nappy?
Diaper.
Do you think?
Diaper.
Nappy's dirtier to me.
You're nappy.
You're nappy, bro.
Nappy.
Yeah, nappy's gayer.
And diaper's more straight.
What's with this thing? It's like breaststroke. Is it breathstroke or breaststroke?
It's double cheeked up. Did you want to know a fucked up fact?
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, they sell more adult diapers than diapers for children.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's how bad it's getting over there.
That's how good it's getting over there.
And it's not even because like they're old. It's just because that's just how they do it over there. You know.
That's
they're
just
just
how
such
they wear.
workaholics. Like they're just all double diped up every day.
Yeah, well, I've always thought this. Like, there's been this whole pandemic with Amazon workers.
Yeah,
Why not just
dipe
fund
up.
them? No, get them catheters.
No, get
This
them
is the
diped.
West. No, this is the West. You know, we have technologies. We have the most money out of every hemisphere.
Yeah.
We're in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Get cathetered. Make your money. That's what like Andrew Tate's group is going to be saying soon enough.
He's gonna.
Why do you not have a catheter? Where's your catheter? If you want a Bugatti,
Would he say diaper or nappy?
yeah. All you brokies wearing nappies, get a catheter.
He would say nappy.
Yeah, he would. My God.
No, I can really see him. You know, he always films those cringy videos where he's in like his dressing gown, shirtless.
Yeah. I saw one
just
where
with the
he's wearing
diaper.
like short shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Just short
imagine
shorts.
that, but like instead
Yeah.
of short shorts, it's a diaper.
Yeah. Yeah, with a catheter bag like strapped to his leg.
There's like dangled from one of those things. He's like dragging it with him.
Yeah. One of the four-legged things.
Yeah.
Oh man.
God, he's got such a weird accent. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like pick a lane, you know. Pick a dipe or a nap.
Yeah, you diaper or nappy, like fucking come on, dude. Catheter.
How would you say diaper? Diaper.
I get up at 5 a.m, put on my diaper.
It stays on till 6 p.m. Don't like that.
He gets crusty.
Takes dipe, gets crusty. That's what's interesting is he says nappy, but his brother says diaper.
Or the other way round. I think Tristan is saying diaper. No, nappy. Andrew saying diaper. Andrew, it's diaper. It's nappy, fuck. My own lore is failing me.
Oh my god. Gravewalker says, "Hey Mingers, I've been thinking a lot lately.
Uh-huh.
Don't hurt yourself." And that thinking made me think that I think too much, which is a common symptom of having an inner monologue, so I'm curious. Do you find yourselves having a strong inner monologue? Or do you actually have abstract thoughts instead of an inner voice? Do you ever wonder what it'd be like to think the opposite way you do?
Opposite?
I mostly imagine what it must be like to not overthink everything, you know?
I'm either in a state of thinking about like potential futures, or I'm like imagining like a story. Like something just totally fucking irrelevant.
The Diaper Chronicles.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Nappy Chronicles.
Who's the main guy? Is the nappy itself the main character? Or is it someone who's like using it? Is it a baby?
No, it's an old Japanese lady.
An old Japanese lady with her diaper.
Yeah. Did the Japanese call them diapers or nappies?
That is a question for Google. Do the Japanese say nappy or diaper?
I'm putting my money on diaper.
In Japanese, the word for nappy or diaper is umutsu.
Closer to diaper. Umutsu.
That's the only word you need if you're going over.
That's what fucking Tristan says. Andrew, get your umutsu on.
This word is used to refer to both cloth diaper and disposable diaper.
Bring back cloth diapers, I say. Like, genuinely, like, reduce, reuse, motherfucker. Recycle.
Omutsu.
What the fuck is this
Diaper.
website?
Diaper.
Baby bottle.
Where were we?
We're talking about diapers.
No, we weren't. We were talking about something else.
Diaper.
The crazy thing I learned about, apparently if you're in Japan, if someone who's Japanese is really struggling to understand you, if you do like a comical sort of racist,
Oh, right, yeah.
exaggerated,
Yeah.
then they will actually understand you better, like your accent.
Hmm?
Diaper. No, I need a new diaper.
Diaper.
Omutsu.
Diaper.
How would you say, hello, my name is Alex, but in a way that would make it easier for a Japanese person to understand?
Wait, I'll go to Google Translate. Japanese to English, it already knows. Hello, my name is Alex. I should know this. I went to Japanese club in year 9.
こんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。
こんにちは。私は
アレックスです。
私はノイツヤ。
こんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。
I've had people message me before because I said in a video once that I am fluent in Japanese.
こんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。
アレックスです。
こんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。
Konnichiwa, watashi no ma wa Alexidu desu.
Aregsudu desu. Well, it's like our auntie is Spanish, right? And we went on holiday once with our Spanish auntie, our uncle, and our Spanish auntie's parents, who don't really speak much English. And my name is Alex, but in Spanish, she would call me Alice.
Mm-hmm.
And she just couldn't really say Alex. So it's like a similar thing. Areku desu.
Is it not?
こんにちは。私の名前はアレックスです。
Areksu desu.
Yeah, because there's not like an L in the Japanese language, right?
I guess not, huh? Yeah, I don't know how we got there from the question about inner monologues.
Yeah. Going back to that though, what the fuck do you even think if it's not in like words and stuff?
Just sort of like superheroes going.
Well, no, that is genuinely like when I say I'm thinking of stories, I'm thinking of like Spider-Man fighting Dr. Octopus.
Oh, right.
Or like Spider-Man fighting Green Goblin. Or Electro.
Spider-Man fighting Venom.
Yeah. Spider-Man fighting Miles Morales even.
Did you see that weird
Miles Morales
article going
versus
around that
Peter Parker.
Billie Eilish wants to F Venom?
What?
She
Tom
wants to-
Hardy?
No, the character Venom, the goo. She doesn't care about Tom Hardy, she just likes the goo. A lot of people are obsessed with the Venom goo for that. That's part of why the films are so successful.
Well, like sexually?
Yeah. People find Venom hot.
I mean, he's ripped, I guess. He's got like bulging delts.
It's beyond that. It's that lizard tongue. And
Yeah, I guess he could put that to work.
just the gooey nature.
What about
of
the
it.
teeth though?
That's a plus for many.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I personally don't really get it, but lots of people love.
I see.
Venom.
I wouldn't get it, but then when I hear that Tom Hardy Venom voice, fucking Scooby-Doo.
It's so fucking cringy.
Is this? Did you just make that up, the Billie Eilish thing, or is that like?
I'm serious.
Fuck's sake!
You want me to prove it?
She's gonna like IRL fucking date some AI Venom. I just know.
No,
it.
she only really dates her brother.
Hello, my name is Alex.
Billie Eilish, Venom. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Billie Eilish reveals Venom is one of her fictional crushes. That's a fantasy for sure.
Who's one of your fictional crushes?
You haven't seen The Penguin, have you?
The Penguin.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
No, I'm talking about the Colin Farrell show, The Penguin.
Oh no. You're just talking about an actor from The Penguin there.
No, her.
The big eye lady.
Yeah, big fat eyes.
That's a real human.
What do you mean? What? Okay. No, I'll tell you who. The mum from Iron Giant.
I need to watch that movie again. I can't remember what she looks like.
Yeah, her. Or Danny DeVito's Penguin.
I need to watch The fucking Penguin.
Kind of amazed you haven't, actually.
I can't legally.
You can legally.
Yarr! How?
You just ask your stinky brother with a diaper-filled bottom.
Well, I love the diaper joke, right? But it gets to a point where some people actually like Billie Eilish feels about Venom. Some people feel about diaper.
Oh. I know what you're saying, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know the reason why.
I want to know why your diaper is so full.
Yeah. So inner monologues.
Do you know what my inner monologue is?
What?
It's a Conan monologue.
Conan the Barbarian or Conan O'Brien?
O'Brien. It's the funniest shit you've ever heard.
Why don't you get...
Do you know who I'm hating on these days?
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
Why?
Fascist.
What? Just because he's French. I'm with you on that one.
He's not French. He's a poser. He's a fucking poser.
Who would pretend to be French?
Someone named Timothy fucking Chalamet.
Tim Jam.
Hello, I'm Timothy Chandelier.
Timmy use a Billy.
I think I'm just a I'm just a bad faith individual.
Well, you said it.
Shut up.
Did you see his banana costume he wore at the Oscars?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying this. He's dating a Kardashian, right?
A Jenner, actually.
I don't give a shit.
Hello, I'm Venomized Kardashian.
Hello, I'm Venomized Timothy Chalamet. Fuck you, dude.
I'm Venomized Timothy Chalamet in a diaper.
I bet Venom in a diaper would reek.
Would reek.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if that exists.
Can't you just AI it?
Venom.
What did the AI say at the top? Can you
Google Gemini said the phrase venom in a diaper is nonsensical in a literal sense, as venom is a substance injected by animals. Oh, come on, you stupid.
We
people.
obviously don't mean that kind of venom. Come on.
Here's why the phrase is unlikely to have a literal meaning. Venom is injected. Diapers are absorbent.
That...
Google Gemini pissing me off.
Yeah, fuck you, Google Gemini. That's like someone hearing venomized Spider-Man and like choosing to be like, what? What do you mean? It's like, you fucking know.
Baby butt cream on my face overnight. Okay. Thanks, Google Gemini.
I think it should be illegal to post babies online.
I kind of agree.
I think it's fucked. Ooh, let's just see if I might be able to profit off of baby.
Yeah, I opened Netflix the other day, and on the main page there was some documentary about kidfluencers, and it was like the dark side of kidfluencers.
Wow,
And so
what a shock. Who would have thunk?
what's the light side of kidfluencers?
Yeah.
They're all like being tortured, basically.
Yeah. They have no childhood. Awesome
Yeah.
for them.
All the abuse, none of the...
At least when they get to 18, they get like a fat payout.
Would they though?
Maybe from like
They
a
might not
lawsuit.
even.
Well, the less notable ones won't get shit.
But what if like the parents are just like living it up?
No, but I mean like the best they can hope for is that it's like a big case where they can like sue.
Sue their parents, yeah.
Or there's some sort of like payout for them.
You should have been changing my diapers in private. Yeah.
Everybody sings.
Well, I think we're done here, bro.
Okay.
I Have a full diaper. Don't know why this diaper thing has really stuck around.
Andrew.
Diaper.
Umuchu. Umuchu.
This is Timothy Chalamet asking his GF.
Diaper.
What is full, my beautiful girlfriend?
Diaper.
What is full, my beautiful Japanese girlfriend?
Fucking hell. And if you like that, there's plenty more over on the Jar Media Patreon.
Well, speaking of fucking diapers,
Oh, fuck.
we got a discussion to have.